Welcome, one and all, to a very special episode of Mythical Mirth. I'm your host, Ladon Patiloma.
And I'm Karli. Today we're diving into enchanted world of holiday folklore with a festive episode, Yule Cats, Santa Claus, and Crepets, a holiday special.
That's right, as the snowflakes begin to fall and the lights twinkle on every corner, we're here to unwrap some of the most fascinating and quirky traditions that make this season so magical.
From the sorry guys. From the Yule Cats of Iceland that proud during the holidays, looking for those who haven't received new clothes to wear.
To the jolly figure, Santa Claus, who has captured the hearts around the globe with his merry laughter and generous spirit. We'll explore how these characters have evolved over time and what they mean in different cultures.
And let's not forget about the Crepets. These delightful little pastries are not just a treat for your taste buds. They carry their own unique stories and traditions that bring families together during the festival season.
So grab your hot cocoa, snuggle up in your coziest blanket, and join us as we journey through tales of holiday cheer, folklore, and culinary delights. Whether you're a fan of Yule Cats or you just love the story about Santa's adventures, there's something here for everybody.
And remember, folks, this isn't just about celebrating, it's about understanding the rich tapestry of traditions that connect us all during this magical time of the year.
So, without further ado, let's jump right into our first segment on Yule Cats. You don't want to miss this. Just kidding. Actually, we're going to do a fun little thing, a fun little game, and Carly's going to host that.
Yes, we're going to do the 24 Christmas creatures of December for the 24 days. Number one, and as we go over that, you're going to have to guess if they're nice or naughty. So, number one is Rudolph. The North Pole is where he comes from. Santa's ninth and favored reindeer who leads the sleigh through the darkness on Christmas Eve thanks to his red nose. Do you think he's naughty or nice?
Oh, he's a nicey nice. He's on that
Oh, yeah.
good list.
He is on the nice list this time around. Well, every time I think. Next one, number two, is Grayla. This person is found in Iceland, a giant troll who leaves her cave dwellings to kidnap and feast on naughty children who haven't
Oh,
obeyed their parents, nice or naughty.
well, on one hand, she's doing a favor, but on the other hand, that's not very nice. What do y'all think? Like, I'm going to say with naughty.
Yeah, it's naughty. Number three, the Yule lads. They come from Iceland too. The 13 sons of Grayla, known for being pranksters. Each is identified by their own stunt. For example, spoon licker and window peeper. Nice or naughty?
Oh, naughty.
Yes, very naughty actually. Window peeper.
Sounds like a hot mess.
The Grinch.
Well, I don't know. In 2024, come on.
That's the thing. Where he comes from is Whoville.
Yeah.
A grouchy grin creature with heart two sizes too small. The Grinch was not a fan of festivities until shown a little kindness. Naughty or nice?
I don't
This
know.
one stumped.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's meant to be naughty. His character is meant to be naughty, but
He's actually both.
yeah,
He's
so I'm
a naughty side and a nice side.
oh. See, I don't have the answers to these. So I'm like,
Now I'm going to butcher this next name. I am so sorry. La Befari,
la ba.
Italy and Russia. Also known as Babasuka in Russia, is a gentle old witch. She travels the world on a broomstick, leaving cookies in children's houses. Nice or naughty?
She sounds like Santa. I'm gonna say nice.
She's nice.
Oh,
The Yule Cat, Iceland. Also in Grala and Yule lads' households, the giant cat feasts on anyone unless they receive new clothes for Christmas. Naughty or nice?
I'm gonna say naughty.
It's naughty. It's so naughty.
Oh,
Next one comes from Normandy. Ludens. a type of festival hobgoblin. Although both part of French folklore, Ludens are also present in Lapland to help Noel, Father Christmas.
Yeah.
Naughty or nice?
Nice.
They're both, they can be naughty little pranksters, but they can help also Father of Christmas.
Oh,
So
that's
they're
what I
both,
heard. I heard the helping Father Christmas. I'm like, oh, it's gotta be nice.
I think that's more, that's what we would call over here elves.
Yes, that's yeah, exactly.
This
Santa's.
next, oh, sorry.
No,
What?
you're good.
Santa's little helpers.
Hmm.
The next one comes from Scandinavia, the tomten. Similar looking to the garden gnome, it is a protector of each household. It has a temper though, so leave food out on Christmas Eve. Naughty or nice?
Well, he sounds pretty greedy, so I'm gonna say naughty.
He's actually nice.
Oh, I don't know. You get so many different stories on the gnomes. You
Yeah.
know, they look so cute. I would have gnomes in the house, but then like you hear these stories, so I'm like, I don't
Of
know.
pranksters and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah. Bellsnickel comes from Germany. Bellsnickel arrives 2 weeks before Christmas, wearing rags. He warns the naughty children to behave and then rewards the good ones with sweets. Naughty and nice.
nice.
Nice. He's nice. The next one comes from Austria. Krampus.
We already
Half
know.
half goat, half demon. Santa's evil counterpart, Krampus, punishes the naughty children while Santa leaves gifts for the nice ones. Naughty or nice?
Naughty.
Naughty. Very naughty.
I seen they have a movie about him, and I was like, I'm not watching that. I'm just scared.
I did. I did. This next one's found anywhere snowy. Frosty the Snowman. With a corncob pipe and a button nose, Frosty the Snowman has the ability to come to life. If it's cold enough, you may see him dance around, naughty or nice.
uh, nice.
Yes, he's nice. The next one from the North Pole. The elves are Santa's happy helpers with large pointy ears and festival hats. They assemble the children's gifts at the Santa's workshop up north.
Nice.
Nice. This one's easy. The North Pole, Mrs. Claus, Santa's faithful wife. She helps by baking cookies for the elves, tending the reindeer, and even assisting with the toys, all in time for Christmas. Naughty or nice?
Nice.
If I'm always outside with Ezekiel.
Let's see. So we just cut it out.
Oh,
Oh,
better now. Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was like, oh, she's talking to me. I was like, well, just cut it out.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Did you hear about the Ost- Austria one? Fred Perchata, a gruesome
Uh,
witch who doles out both rewards and brutal punishments in those deserving during the 12 days of Christmas.
she sounds mean.
She's naughty.
Naughty.
Naughty. Number 15, Anywhere Cold. Jack Frost. Made entirely of ice, he's a sprite like character that leaves a shiver wherever he goes. He's responsible for frosty weather in December.
He is naughty. He's even
He's
got a theme song. I'm Mr. White Christmas.
he's naughty. The Ghost of Christmas Past. London. According to Dickens, a ghost of Christmas past is a white robed figure of age there to remind you of your previous years, naughty or nice.
So he was naughty, but I think he ended up not like changing his ways. So both.
He's nice.
Oh,
The
that's a good
Christmas
one.
the Christmas like you got three Christmas ghosts. This
Hmm.
next one is the present, ghost of present, London. A jolly giant wearing a full fur-lined green robe and holding a large torch. He can show scenes of festivities around your neighborhood, naughty or nice.
Nice.
Yes, he is nice. Then you got the ghost of Christmas yet to come, London. The most daunting of ghosts, he resembles the Grim Reaper in a hooded cloak, only showing a hand which points to the future. Naughty or nice?
Nice.
No, naughty.
No, oh, I missed that first part. I was like,
Naughty.
wow.
Mary Lloyd,
Mhm.
Wales. A zombie horse who rises from the dead every New Year's Eve to remind the living of their existence and even trying to get into their houses.
My gosh, this
Yeah,
sounds terrifying.
this one is this is naughty.
Really?
Very naughty, yeah.
Yeah, we don't rise from the dead.
No, we stay down there.
No, we're
The,
staying.
the next one is from Whoville again.
Mm,
The Who's. Residing near the Grinch, the Who's are jolly humans who uphold Christmas spirit. You can spot them by their tiny noses. Naughty
oh,
or nice?
nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Yule goat. The Yule goat.
You'll go.
Sweden.
Mm-mm.
God they Thor apparently rode a chariot led by two goats, since the Yule goat has become a huge part of Scandinavian Christmas. Naughty or nice?
I would think he's naughty,
No,
right? He's nice.
he's nice.
Hmm.
I know. Here's another one. This one's from Russia. These are so hard to say, by the way. Deed Morris. I think the Slavic equivalent to Santa. He dons a blue fur coat and a magic staff. He delivers presents to children in person on New Year's Eve. He's
Nice.
nice. He's their Santa Claus. Number 23. We only have two left, guys. You never guess who's number 24. Number 23, the Snow Maiden, Russia. The granddaughter helper of their Santa Claus. She accompanies him on New Year's Eve. Spot her in the silvery blue robes and a furry hat.
Well, I would say that should be nice.
She's nice, yeah. She basically they're Mrs. Claus, but it's his daughter.
Oh,
And then number 24, the North Pole. Originally known as Saint Nicholas, the big man himself, renowned for bringing gifts to nice children around the world every Christmas Eve. Santa. Naughty or nice?
I have to think about this. I mean, he sneaks in people's houses and he eats their cookies. He doesn't even wash the dishes. But yeah, sure, he's nice.
He's nice. And that is it for the Crepets of
Wow,
Christmas.
that's nice. I like that. That was fun.
That was because it was different. It was like kind of like ones you would think would be naughty or nice, and the ones you thought would be nice or naughty sometimes.
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
that's
and all over the world, there's different.
yeah. So like the first half of this is like you're good for your kids to listen. It's fine, all ages.
Yes.
There are some parts halfway and towards the end that were maybe like cut them
Good.
off. Um. Okay, let's see.
So,
Okay.
sorry, go ahead.
No, 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 you're fine. I was just so our okay, so we were gonna do Yule Cats first. So um Riz was supposed to be here, but she is still under the weather, but she's getting better. Her sniffles are she's not sniffling as much. So or she's just down to the sniffles. So just pray for her, send her good vibes because she will be back here next week, or I will have to go over there myself and pull her out of her house. With all due respect. So we'll kind of go over that. Like I really like these like holiday sections, like these episodes because it is a little bit more lighter, um, and which is cool. I like the dark stuff too, but like it's a lot more lighter, and then it feels like we can we make a lot more connections during the holidays, because it's really about spending time with like family and friends, and we're spending a little bit extra time with them. Hopefully that's not always the case. So yeah,
Well, the Yule cat ain't really light.
yeah.
Just
I
to
was like,
warn you. It's a Norwegian forest cat.
yes. So
But
do you
other
know?
than that, it's not
Yeah,
too bad. But
yeah.
what?
So okay, first of all, like, what do you know about the old cats? Because I didn't even get a chance to.
It's a giant, like, cat. Like, it's a really giant cat. And it is said it's evil, by the
Hmm.
way. And it will eat any kid that doesn't get clothes for Christmas.
Oh.
It doesn't have the brain capacity to understand social economic classes. So it doesn't have the capacity to say, oh, maybe they didn't have the money for that. So it would just eat children
Oh no.
that didn't get. That's why I say, okay, this Yule cat is, but she has the Yule cat is said to be pet of Gyra, a
Hmm.
giant org, and her 13 children. The Yule
Hmm.
lads is described as being huge, typically larger than a building, with dark fur, sharp whiskers. Is also shown to have glowing eyes, which can be blue, red, or yellow. I don't know if that's it's in Norse mythology.
Hmm.
It's a vicious cat who's described as lurking about the snowy countryside during Christmas time and eating people who have not received any new clothes to wear on Christmas Eve. He's a house pet, like I said to Gyra. I don't know too much about Yule cats.
Yeah. I see when I was kind of like looking at like images like last week. I thought they were like big black cats, kind of similar to this. If you're on the YouTube and watching, we do have a photo up. If not,
That is a Yule cat.
so kind of like that, big enough to eat a grown man.
It's an Icelandic folk monster, by the way, guys.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a monster. It's huge. Its claws are probably as big as your head. Um, not to scare you, but um, like I don't know. Have you? It's just so funny because like who hurt this cat? First of all, like, you know what I mean? Because we got cats in our house, and I think the three of us do, so
Yes.
and they're pretty much for the most part sweetie pies, except for today. Chub Chubs has been following me around. Um,
They can have a little attitude once in a while.
yeah, she definitely like hasn't talked to me all week. Okay, she's ignored me. I'm like giving her extra attention, and she's like literally biting me like go away. And then today she comes over there and sleeps on me, and then tries to sit on my face. I'm like, excuse me, personal space. So,
In other versions of the story, there is another version of this Icelandic story. It eats the food of people without new clothes. So one version eats the children, the other version it just eats the food. So it depends on which part I guess you believe in.
so you're telling me that if you don't get new clothes for Christmas, the cat.
You'll it's gonna eat your children.
Oh my gosh! Well, y'all better get some PJs or something for them children. Children.
And it first was of in their mythology in 1862, by the way.
Hmm.
So it's been
Oh,
around for a very long time.
yeah. I
It
don't know.
actually kind of looks like my one cat.
Oh yeah. Her cat is sassy. The first
Yeah,
time I met her cat on camera,
she bit me.
yeah, and I was like, "Hey, you listen here." And she looked at me and she mugged me, and I'm pretty sure she had a knife face.
But that's the weird part because she's the sweetest cat you'll she loves lovings,
Yeah.
except when she don't. Like, she lets you know.
I'm like, "What are you packing, cat?" Uh,
But yeah, and it also says it when it stalks the hillsides when it's looking for the children to eat it, like it says, it only don't eat those not wearing their new Christmas gear or didn't get new Christmas outfits.
oh, that's so sad.
That
Like, what
is,
if
how's that the children's fault? Why ain't it eating the parents, man? I'm sorry.
this is true? This is true. Can you imagine going to an orphanage? Why are you here? The Yule Cat ate my mom.
They gotta wear at least one new piece of clothing. It's a
Oh,
bribe for children to be good, and you get a new sweater or pair of socks for Christmas.
oh.
So the Yule Cat don't eat you.
Well,
Wow, that's kind of mean. That's
I
like
know
traumatic.
that is traumatic. I can't even imagine. Like, I lost my child to the cat. Ooh, you know?
I'm like, just to do that to a child, though, like, hey, well, we do it over here. We say, well, they're going to get coal, but we don't tell them the big
Yeah,
cat's going to eat them.
I know.
I
Like,
wonder if that would work. I'm just kidding.
yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing. I'm like, should I have done that instead? They'd probably been like, Mom, you better get us some new clothes. You better.
Yeah.
We don't want to get eaten. Especially
Uh,
them teenagers making slideshows these days.
I know.
Um, so, the next one we have is Santa Claus, the jolly figure.
Oh, Nicholas himself.
Yes, I had a whole story on him. It's kind of long. I don't know. Maybe I should have shared it. I don't know. But if you don't know the story of Santa, it's pretty simple. I'm going to just break it down instead of reading this huge story. But he actually was a real guy. And if you have kids, you might want to cut it off because. So he was a real guy. He's a real person. But he one day decided that he was going to deliver toys to kids. They were like, there's like a cute little cartoon about it. Supposedly, like this village, somewhere near the North Pole, not in the North Pole, but somewhere around it, somewhere and where the ice is, they were like, "Hey, nobody can have toys. Like, we're not having fun in this village. Like, it's not going to be a thing." And then he's like, "Well, that's ridiculous." Or for whatever reason, he donated these toys, and then he wouldn't put them in the fireplace. I think he would leave them on the front step. I'm not sure how that came about. Like, I really didn't go into details of this. But y'all know, if y'all don't know about Santa Claus, um, he just represents giving, joy, and for the adults, naughty fantasies.
Naughty fantasies. What?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I knew some people.
Oh, man. Come sit on my lap. No, what? Say what?
Exactly. And if you have a story like a Santa story or like fantasy, please
Watch the
share.
fantasies, guys. We can
Please.
only take so much.
Hey, that's not. But is that the worst thing we have heard? Probably
No,
not.
no. But I have a feeling it's gonna involve candy canes or something I actually enjoy. So please
Oh my
keep
gosh, I
it
didn't think about
short.
that.
Yeah, I did because I'm sitting here looking at my tree like my candy canes are gonna get ruined.
That's great. Like, I don't know. Like for us, like when the kids were little, we would I would put like some little um not snow, but what is it, like the powder, like flour, and I would put some boots on there, put him in so it looks like he came in the house, put some cookies, serve reindeer treats, and um, do what you got to do. It'd be so. Oh, actually, I do have a story about Santa. Um, well, again, make sure there's no kids listening to this.
Yes, please.
So my son was like, I don't know how old. He was probably like 7. I had a 7 and a 5-year old. My 5-year old was asleep. My 7-year old was asleep, but so me and my sister went onto the roof and we started banging on the roof, jingling jingles. I'm not even kidding. Like, this really was a thing. Like, we were jingling the jangles and we were kind of walking around the roof, and I slip in the window, and I come in there and I'm like, oh, psst, wake up. Did you hear that? And he was so excited. And he's like, what? I heard something. He's like, I heard something. And I was like, oh my gosh, let's go. I think it's Santa. Come on. And we could not wake up my 5-year old. He was like dead asleep. And so me and my 7-year old, we went downstairs, and there under the tree was the Santa packages with the toys. And he was just like,
Oh,
oh my gosh. And so that's how I kept him believing in Santa, because I wish they still believed in Santa. It made everything a lot more magical, I feel like.
it does, and it keeps their childhood like pure for a while. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And like my oldest goes to my youngest the next morning. He's like, yeah, I almost saw him and you were just out asleep.
It keeps that magic alive of the
Yeah.
holidays.
Yeah. Like, I miss having kids in the house, but then I also like my freedom too. But I feel like it'd be nice. I guess it's when you have the teenagers, like, your life kind of transitions into this weird spot. Like,
It does.
you're not a grandparent, but you're still a parent. But like, what do you do?
Wait till you get the empty nest syndrome and you
Oh,
are a grandparent.
I'm gonna hit that hard. I just know it.
I did. I was like, I still have two small ones at home. Well, not small, they're teenager and 10, but okay. But I still have the grandkid part down. It is
Yeah.
such a weird feeling when you're holding your grandkid for the first time and the first Christmas.
Oh, I would
It's
cry.
such a
I'd be like,
weird,
this old
because
lady just cried.
that's your still your blood. That's your
Yeah.
bloodline, man.
Well, that's exciting. Um, so oh, we do have Carly's favorite, the Crepets.
Yes.
Okay, so what? Okay, so you did share a little bit earlier about what they were.
Yes. Crepets are basically the folklore from each region. It's basically, you can say it's like our Santa Claus, and then you have, hey, if you don't behave, you're gonna get coal. Well, other regions around the world took it a little farther than the coal thing. They made mythology into what it is, actually. They took a character and made them scary so children would
Yeah,
behave, like Krampus,
yeah,
stuff like that. So a cryptid is just that. It's a mythology symbol or a person that keeps a story alive, pretty much, or it keeps your children in line. But over in America, we do something called coal. You're gonna get coal
mhm.
this year. We don't sit there saying the Yule Cat's gonna eat you. So
Well, I kind of messed mine up because I was like, "You're gonna get coal this year," and then I would put the chocolate coal every
coal,
single year. Yeah, and they expect it now. And even like, I was surprised 14 years later. This He's like, "Oh, I already know I'm gonna get coal. You do that every year." But I was nice. I put some chocolate coins in there too, just to.
I used to hate the black coal licorice. I don't like that stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's just so nasty.
So I kind of like licorice. I know
Oh,
it's not for everybody, but
I do, but not black licorice. And you can get it. It tastes like licorice, but it's coal.
yeah,
It's so weird. But that's basically a crypt. It is basically mythology characters throughout time that are magical, just like Santa Claus and stuff like that is for
yeah.
us. They're magical. It keeps a holiday going. Like
Yeah.
One would say Easter bunny is a crippet for Easter. There's the Yule
Oh.
Cats with Santa.
Yeah.
That is so weird to see.
Yeah, I was trying to get a picture of like the Crepets and I just couldn't, but um yeah, so I mean the Crepets to me are just kind of like evil looking. They got some like little horns. They have like a Crepets parade. You can always look at that too online.
But we
Uh
have some good crippets. We have the Grinch. We
yeah.
have some good ones from over here. We really do.
Yeah, that's true. Um okay, so
Next.
I don't know if you saw the next one.
Yes, I did. I
Uh,
also seen the sensual cooking tip.
oh my gosh. So essential to tip cooking. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Let's see.
Making cookies together, a sexy experience.
Yeah, like just okay, so there's two type of cookers. Like ones that want to be in the kitchen by themselves, which is me. I don't get away from me. I want a whole closed kitchen. Like um but the moment like I open myself up to having someone in my kitchen, it can be kind of sexy.
Candy.
I'm
I
so
mean,
immature.
throw flour at each other.
Yeah,
Ours would become a food fight, but that's okay.
but please do not cook bacon naked.
Yeah, don't do that. That's
Do
kind
your
of,
do
yeah,
yourself a favor.
it's no bacon.
But yeah, baking cookies, rolling them up together. Try not to make a mess, but at the same time, why not? Messes can be cleaned up. Milk can be cleaned up. You don't cry over spilled milk because
Well,
what's
memories last forever.
yeah. I mean,
Messes are quick. So,
yeah. It's kind of like cooking with your kids or your grandkids. Like, yeah, there's gonna be a
yes.
mess, but um, they do remember it. You might remember the mess. I remember the mess. But the kids will love it and they enjoy it. And you could even make like chocolate candy. Chocolate
Yes.
is sexy.
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
This next one, just I'll let you do it.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, and make sure you cook in minimal clothing. Oh, okay. So our next segment just talks about like love and lust during the holidays. So, how okay? How would you think that the holiday season heightens feelings of? Well, we know how they heighten of love, right? Yeah,
Well, for me, it would be one up here. It's cold out, so me and my
yeah,
husband like to cuddle
hmm
together or throw a blankie and watch a nice movie with a hot chocolate in our
yeah,
lap. And I don't know, winter time for me is this romantic time. You got the fireplace going, or you might not. You got the heat going either way. You have
yeah,
snow sometimes, sometimes you don't. But just think about being back in the day when you actually got snowed in more with your loved one. You
yeah,
had that experience together, or the lights went out and you need to grab candles because the snow is piling up or the ice storm. I think, yeah, I'm not a fan of winter, but winter does have a romance to it.
it does. It's like cozy season. So
It
you're
is.
like versus summer where you're out and about, you're traveling, you're going everywhere, you're in the water or whatever, you're barbecuing. But versus like being indoors, you're together, you're spending time together. This is intimate time together for sure. You're
And
getting to know each other.
to me, it's also, I hate to say this, don't come at me, it's big boy season. It is. They
Yes.
keep you warm, but it's big boy season.
Yes.
This is their season. Um, they keep you nice and warm. Just saying.
Yeah, and when my toes get cold, I can put it right on
Yep.
your back.
Or right when you're laying in bed, take your feet right into their thighs, like right
Oh,
between. Oh, they hate that. But
wow. There you go.
just saying, it's that season, girls.
And it's like, I mean, it says like there can be heightens of lust too, but maybe with like if you're single and you're dating, you just have to be careful with that because you could invite somebody into your home that's not that is temporary. Like
Yes.
you're like,
Remember.
"Oh, this is romantic. I love this. We're together." But that person, I'm not going to even say man or female, like whoever is up in your house only to get a Christmas gift.
It's kind of like people always talk about summer loving and summertime loves. People forget about wintertime.
Yeah.
Like they do. You hear that all the time. Summertime loving, summertime this.
Summer loving.
How about winter? How about you sitting there with a nice cup of joe or whatever you drink? I like hot tea, reading a book as you're cuddling up to your loved one.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're getting warm in more than one ways. Just saying.
Yeah. Or
It
hot,
warms the soul or
hot and
hot.
sweaty.
That's a totally different subject.
Uh,
That comes back to that whole fantasy thing, just saying, girls.
yeah. So, do you give gifts to each other on Christmas?
Christmas Eve.
Oh, I don't. So this is my second year with my boyfriend, and I got him stuff last year. I don't know. I don't know if he got me anything last year that I remember, but I think he took me out a lot. So it was kind of like he gave me the experience for gifts, and then I gave him physical gifts. Like, he's really into hockey, so I got him a jersey, and still wears that through the year. But so I think this year we're giving gifts this year, um, or both. I don't know. um, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of wonder, like, because like a lot of the moms, especially, like nobody really does the usually for me, especially, like I was giving everybody gifts, but my stocking was empty, and I'm
Oh,
okay with
yeah.
that, But because it's about giving, but so I kind
My
of
thing,
wonder. Mhm.
I like like, I, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I like watch my kids open stuff more than I like to open. Like, I like to
Yeah,
see their faces and
yeah.
how they react. I
Mhm.
don't know if that's a mom thing or not.
I wonder that probably is a mom thing because I like seeing them open theirs. Um, See, like you said, like what their faces look like. Are they excited? But as soon as they make a tear out of anger, that t-
Doom, it's over.
I'm gonna get that Yule cat. You better watch out. But like, yeah, and uh, some of these topics are just so funny.
Yeah, I'm reading into the balance between me and a dom in a sub during festival
Yeah,
gatherings.
that's
I was
why
like,
that's why I giggled.
that's
I should really read these before,
before we.
but I want it to be like a raw episode, and then I'm like,
Oh, it's
oh,
raw. It's definitely raw, but I
yeah,
guess. I mean, don't forget if you're a dom or a sub, make sure you get them their new choker or their new little chain this year.
yeah, hint, hint.
Hint, hint. And play some dom rolls and sub rolls. Go. Best
Yeah.
thing is go to a Christmas party and act like you just met up.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cute.
It is.
It's
Even
like
pick new names. Pick new names. Go to a bar. Pick new names. You don't even have to drink alcohol. Pick new names. Make it
I,
exciting, guys.
I'm Felicia.
Exactly. Love in the holidays, guys. Love.
But yeah, I mean, I think you're doing it a lot more too, so that's probably true. And also, be careful because just remember, if you get pregnant now, you're going to be pregnant through summer.
Oh, yeah, please. Warning. Warning. It might look nice now,
Oh,
but
yeah,
in that summer heat, it will not be.
you will regret it. And then your baby will be small during the cold. Like,
Actually, they do say November, December is when not. You would think it would be February, right? Because of Valentine's. No, it's actually Christmas time. Pregnancies spike.
so my brother, they have all their kids born in June. like during the summer. But I'm like, what? I said, what is so great? Like, what? And he was like, just remember, there's a birthday around that time, 8, 9 months earlier. I was
True.
like, really? So you sitting around telling your spouse, "Hey, I want another baby for my birthday." Oh yeah, sure.
What
So
feels good in the moment will not in the end. Sometimes just warning you now.
if you want a baby, then you know what? Get pregnant. Get pregnant during December. Don't say we didn't warn you about that summer heat.
Yep. Now, if you don't, go to the corner store. They come in a box. Stock
Mm-hmm.
up, please.
Mm-hmm.
And watch
Exactly.
who we're taking home.
Oh yeah. If you have a bad, I've been watching like a lot of videos with like these women that don't feel comfortable, bringing someone home, and they're meeting out in public, which is a lot more common now, which is perfect. It was great. Um, like I heard a story about a girl said that she went to go to this restaurant to meet this guy, and he was like kept insisting to go back to her place, and she just did not have a good feeling about. Actually, I have two stories, and she was like, "No, I'm sorry, don't do that. That's not my thing." And then she was just gonna say she's gonna go to the restroom and leave, but she ended up coming back. When she came back, he was like cussing at her. She said, "I left on my scooter." I don't know what that means, but yeah. And then there was another girl that said that this is more scarier. So she met this guy like in public, and he's like, "Hey, my roommate locked me out of the house. Do you mind if I stay with you while I wait for my roommate?" And she's like, "Sure." So she eventually she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to bed." So she locked her bedroom door and put him on the couch. And then he would knock, and he's like, "Hey, I need a phone charger." And she was like, "Well, there's one." She was like, she got like a heavy feeling about it. She's like, "Hey, there's should be a charger on the counter." And she just didn't, I don't know, she just had a bad feeling about it. Sometimes you just have bad feelings. So she ended up calling the police and just saying, "Hey, do you mind coming? Because this is what's going on. I don't feel right." Well, it's a good thing they came, because when she, like, when the police showed up and she opened the door, there was like this, like, medical examiner case thing open that had like different saws and stuff to basically disembowel her. I was like, oh, MG.
Pretty much. Be careful.
Don't bring
Out
nobody
there.
home. You leave them out in the cold.
Remember the date rules, guys. 4 or 5 dates at least before we start thinking about that kind of stuff.
Or 7 or 10 or 20.
100, maybe 200. Because I've been seeing a lot of those stories lately pop up on my feed.
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to our lives, you probably never want to invite anybody to your house or go to
Probably
anybody's
not.
house.
You're going to
So,
be a hermit.
like the podcasts and the recordings, they're so much more chill than the lives. The lives are like nighttime, know. And it's like murder mystery. So if you're into murder mystery, check it out. And
Yes.
it's crazy. It's wild. Like I was just oblivious to all this stuff. And then I started hanging out with Karli. Uh, sorry. So, okay. The next segment. I'm gonna tell you every time there's a segment now. Um so what's your thoughts on this mistletoe?
Oh, yeah. Mistletoe. I don't stand under it. It's just
I
that
just
easy.
I just got mine in, but I haven't put it up yet.
It's for kissing. I mean, standing under the mistletoe is definitely for romantic encounters.
But are you a kisser? Or are you a maker out? Or you're like,
I'm a kisser. I'm not a maker outer.
I'm a kisser.
Yeah.
Well, with enough eggnog, maybe a maker outer.
Yeah, I was thinking that too with enough like liquid courage maybe, but
But I also don't like PDA. I don't like PDA. But my partner, he's like, he loves PDA. And so like his mom or my mom will be across the table, and he's like, I'm like, no, don't do it. There's people. Um, so I don't know. I don't know.
Role play scenarios involving mistletoe.
Yeah.
Put some mistletoe, get stripped butt naked, put the mistletoe around your body, and have fun. There you go. I don't know. Like,
Or
that would work.
if your partner likes you and your body, you don't gotta wear a bow. Just
No. Just put the
walk in there.
mistletoe.
Yeah. um there's some so I know back in the day, like there was some romantic getaways, like you're going snowboarding or to a ski lodge. That was the thing. I don't know if that's still a thing. I would assume so.
I would assume hot chocolate, rolling a fire, skiing the day before, like earlier in the day was still romantic. I would think it just ain't up my alley, but
Yeah.
I don't like cold.
So it's like, what do you do during the winter time? Because you're going out all summer. So if you go out, I would definitely get like an Airbnb or something, just that has that fireplace.
Oh, think about this: middle winter, Maine, in a
Hmm.
cottage on the ocean with the fire roaring and the snow a foot high.
Yes.
That I would do.
I would go by myself. I'd be like, let me write a book.
Pretty much. It's
That'd be nice.
that
Just
would.
getting out. Like that's the most time I want to go out on vacation is when it's snowing, because we don't get snow like that. So, um, but yeah. Yeah, if you want to role play some scenarios under the mistletoe, you go for it. If you want to share your experiences, just put it in the title for Riss.
Yeah, please do.
Like, we miss her. She should have been here, but she will be here next week. So don't fret. We rather her get healthy and better before coming back and then having to leave again. So these are important. Now, so remember, stay away from the Yule Cat,
Or Krampus.
Krampus. Hang out with Santa, but oh my god. Okay,
Or
hold
the
on.
Grinch. The Grinch was both.
Do you think that would be like a naughty encounter? Like that's probably worse than Santa because he
I don't
eats
even want to think
onions.
about that. I People do not okay. Santa, okay. But if you're going into that warp speed, definitely give that to us.
Yeah.
Email that
You
to
know,
me.
as a matter of fact, fun prank, because I don't know if she's going to listen to this episode, but if she doesn't, definitely make sure to send your stories in to what's the Gmail? It's spook talk with
With it.
WITHMM at gmail.com. And then,
Attention.
yes, attention RYS.
Yes.
And then just put story time. And then
Do it. Do your best.
I wish I could prank her so bad. So if you're listening, please, please prank her. That'll teach her.
The raunchier, the better.
Yes. You're bad. Uh, all right. Well, we're gonna cut it kind of short today, but we're gonna thank you listeners for tuning in to Yule Cat, Santa, and Crepets. Um, and just remember to look out for the next episodes we have. The next episode next week will be. Sorry, just pulling that up. Oh, we're supposed to. No, wait. Oh, haunted asylums, which is not really Christmas Eve, but
Is it? No, I'm just saying. You're like, oh, only you.
yes.
Is
So
it? They celebrated Christmas too.
yes. So do that, and then we'll have a recording afterward the following week with some elders to kind of talk about what life was like before. And we can go over their holiday traditions as well. And it'll be good. So stay tuned in and y'all have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, stay out of trouble. And if you are going to do a Santa again, don't forget to email us and attention Riz.
And don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Blessed be, guys.
Bye.
Bye.